y la noche ya se encenderá en un fuego que te envolverá. Hay una música que no acabará, en el aire hay libertad, esta fiesta es súper mágica. No puedes parar, quieres bailar hasta la luz del alba. Somos la generación de la música. Let the music play tonight. In PortAventura there's a magic song across the time.
Hello everybody and welcome to a different episode, so to say, on the channel on our first progress update, and a brand new guest on the channel which you may know as the wonderful Theme Park Wirral.
Hello there! It's good to be finally on the channel for the first time for this project, isn't it?
It is, but this is something very different that we've decided to do. But basically every 4 episodes, I think that's how we're going to work it, is we're going to do these little progress updates of what we've done, just showing you all around, and yeah, I think that's the best way of how we can explain it, really.
It should just give us kind of a benchmark to what we've done for the past, well, I guess 4 weeks, so we then know what to do for the next 4 weeks, so we can keep on top of how much progress we're making and not really slacking on a couple of supports or something for the entire week. But it also gives us a bit of a chance to show off in detail, because you've only ever seen this kind of thing in a time lapse. You've only ever seen Brad work on the Plaza in 1,000 times speed, or me putting some spines on Shambhala, but now we get to finally go through and truly show off what we've worked on and quite proud of now.
All of real time too. Got a lovely shot Dragon Khan going on there too.
It does look very nice.
But here's the dramatic reveal.
Oh yes.
There's a shot. Look at that tree.
The shop reveal.
Yeah.
It does look really good what we've
this
done so far.
is what we've got so far, and I'm very happy with it.
Honestly, the sightlines are beautiful.
They really are, to be fair. But, so, where do you think would be a good place to start?
Personally, I think we should start in almost a chronological order and go from the queue line of Dragon Khan and then work the entire way around the plaza. And then you get a little shot of everything.
Yeah, that sounds good. That does. But this is the little main area, which is like a waterfall, and I've done these instead of the dragons because it's a little nod to Planet Coaster, and I also can't find those dragons, so oh well.
Geese will have to do, because he's holding geese.
Exactly. Those are just really weird arms, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can see that lovely mid-course spray run there, which is really nicely done.
That was good timing. A lot of pieces to use that entire mid-course there, and a lot of pain and messing things up because things didn't align properly. But I'm happy with how it turned out, so that people can evaluate.
Yeah, it did come out really well.
Thank you.
You can just see the transfer track in the background, but we'll get to that
That's
later.
a nod, that's a nod.
But here is Dragon's Card entrance, which we're still working on. Just ignore the mechanic because he's going through the floor, because pathing system in Planet Coaster is terrible. But
I tell you what,
this is a roof.
Those vases that you've done at the start there, I think, to be honest, what you had to work with, these are really good. You've done quite well there.
Yeah, these are literally just art shapes, which you might be able to tell, but it's not really like what it is in real life, but they look decent.
What can you do, eh? What can you do?
And then I haven't got the main entrance to this, but the main queue building is now in the Dragon Khan, so that's all good.
Those fences are they're toolkit pieces fences, aren't they? Because I've never actually seen those before.
I can't remember who made them, but they're really nice, to be fair.
They fit
and
surprisingly
they work really
well. They actually the size of one fence does fit the columns very nicely.
Yeah, but obviously this is probably the closest that you can get, because the ones in real life, if you've ever been, are really weird and look a lot more detailed, would you say?
Everything in this section in real life is a lot more detailed than I think what we've managed to do, because Planet Coaster doesn't let you do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, it does look really good. Some of the details and stuff that we've had to substitute.
This fit absolutely perfectly here. bike.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the morning queue goes here, and then obviously you'd have the fast pass entrance down here.
There's so many wonderful
And then
memories.
This
of
obviously would
stood.
be a bridge over,
Yeah.
so to say.
So many
but
wonderful
still
memories of
working
stood on that bridge bit, looking at the massive cobra roll and wondering how many people are getting their heads
Got a
smashed into
lovely
oblivion with
shot
that
there.
lovely transition.
Exactly. But look at that lovely shot. I really do love the PortAventura skyline.
Oh, it's beautiful. Even from a distance, like back in the Mediterranean area, you have Shambhala towering over the whole thing. And when
Yeah.
you walk, when you walk into Polynesia, and then there's the Tsuki Splash on the right, but then there's the cut in the trees where you can see the lift hill of Dragon Khan and Shambhala, and it looks really good.
Yeah, it all does look absolutely fantastic. And then got a chamois going there. Get some lovely shots of it. Whee.
Oh no, the famous "we." Don't be Rob Alvey on us.
Exactly. Right, that's the queue of that now. So if we go down these stairs, this thing was such a pain to do, but these ramps came out alright.
The ramps do look really good. With as much you have
We've
to
got the toilets, which we don't really need much detail for, but
big up the toilet.
this is basically the area that I think I'm going to work on next, which is the entrance to Shambhala, which is like right there. Ignore this map, we were just testing. But you can imagine it would go like around there, really.
It's just the big, like sandstone walls, isn't it, for the entrance to Shambhala? You just put them walls in, and then it's just they would be very easy if we had the adventure pack as well. But you know,
Which we don't.
I mean,
It's one of the things
if
that
we
we
really,
don't,
really
but-
needed to,
Oh well.
yeah, if we really needed to, though, I could put the adventure walls down. You just wouldn't be able to touch them, and then you wouldn't be able to save. Never mind. You know what? Ignore that.
Yeah,
I forgot you can't save.
we can probably look at TMTK, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we could. I
That's
think
probably the best route.
maybe some of the is it like lime plaster walls? They have like. Actually, no. There's rough brick walls that we could just change to yellow and like pale, and it probably would look alright.
Yeah, I think that would work, yeah. But these hedges I've done, I'm actually quite happy with. They're literally the in-game ones, but I just made them a bit thicker.
They do look. Actually, the in-game ones are really nice. They work pretty much everywhere.
They are.
They're just an absolute
But
annoyance to place in multitude.
we're not doing interior, so I've just basically done this black wall, and then there's an actual toilet behind this, but that's if you want to hard to guess when we finish this, because we will be releasing it to the workshop at some point. But
Oh,
don't
that is
think-
exciting. But I imagine it wouldn't be for another few months.
No, not that. And then these are like those little seating areas which are never actually used unless like the park's at capacity or something. But
Yeah. We've got to do
they're
every
here
detail here.
nonetheless. Exactly. And then you've got this little plaza here, which
That
I
turned
don't know
out
what it's
really
for, it
well.
just looks nice.
I think you've done an
It
absolute
did.
great job with that.
It really did.
Is that just squares and
But-
stuff in the floor?
Yeah, this is literally just art shapes, and then obviously you've got the concrete floor below it.
Yeah,
But it looks.
You've
very
done really
nice.
well with that
And
pattern.
then that building is very nice.
with the man shooting
Just
arrows
those
at
are
you.
your fences up there too.
fences as well.
Look at those lovely fences.
Colossus fences, by the way. Who never thought
Yeah,
you'd be used
and
in
then-
PortAventura.
Exactly. And then these shutters I've done using rail pieces because that looks surprisingly well.
It does. The metal effect is really quite
And I
realistic
had
on
no
it.
row prints for this roof, but it's just red for now. And then I need
Red.
to work on this part, but oh well, we've got a lot to do yet. And then we've got another seating area. This is obviously all backstage, and then there's the mid-course break again. Looks absolutely lovely.
Wait, would you be able to see it from there, or is there another building that's going to be sort of in place of there?
You know, I really can't remember. I think there might be trees in the way.
Well, yeah, there must be a maintenance access because of that service road that goes conveniently between that big gap in the supports, which looks really weird.
Yeah, and then we have a lovely seating area here, which I've done these fences as the roof because once again, it looks weird, but
Does actually
came
look
out
really
quite
good.
nice, really.
Yeah, the nice
But
Chinese
It's
architecture.
a little, once again, a little nod to Planet Coaster, I'd say. But I think some of those we're going to be changing some things out. and putting some different things in just to make it a bit more like Planet Coaster, I guess.
Yeah. What can you do in this
And
situation?
That's the Chinese theatre, which will go there.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
what
remember
I've got to
that.
work on next. And then obviously this is a shop that took me a day.
It is a good shop. But actually,
It is, but I'm not happy to announce that it took me a day.
yeah. How did you do the, you know, the little blue details? How it's white squares with the blue trim. Are those little blue
Those
bits, are they
little thin lines are TMTK.
Oh, are
and
those the
then
little like
the rest
5
is
centimeter
just-
squares or rectangles or something
Yeah.
that fit in? Ah, okay, yeah.
I believe they're just called beam or something like that.
Yeah. They look really clean.
And then these are a bit more posh in real life, but they'll do.
What can you do? Hey.
Exactly. But anyhow, and then we'll get some lovely more skylines. But that's basically what we've done so far.
It is, and well, the work I've been mainly focusing, because that's all of that scenery work has been Brad, and thank you for doing that, because I would never have been able to do something like that and figure out roofs and
Yeah,
things. That would have taken me 15 years to even think about
Literally, I think I spent about a day on the roofs alone.
that.
Because
Thank you
it's
for doing
such a
that.
pain.
The work I've been doing is a lot more. It's less noticeable if you aren't that mega of a coaster enthusiast, because I've just been basically making Shambhala's track and its supports look a little bit more realistic by
Yeah,
going over its
but
spine.
you've done it really nice. And then one of my favourite things than this is that figure eight.
Oh yeah, the figure 8 turn is probably the bit we're most proud of on Shambhala because of how well it turned out.
Yeah,
Even
because this was surprisingly the first one we did, and then you just came in and reprofiled it, didn't you?
yeah, it didn't actually take that much to sort that out, to be honest. Like the actual entrance
It
into
came
it
out really well.
did turn out really well. It also
Yes,
rides
and then
surprisingly
Got
smooth,
some details here.
and you might be able
It
to see
is,
that when the
but
POV
no
eventually
POVs
releases.
at the moment.
Oh yeah, there's
You
the
got those
weird
little metal strips.
the weird grip tape bits where
Grip, basically, yeah.
I had to actually ask someone in a Discord server what they were because I didn't actually know.
Chasing the train here.
I don't think we're gonna win.
And it goes into the splashdown. Whee!
That splashdown bit
And-
should be fairly easy to build. I think that would be quite fun as well.
Yeah, I can probably just get the effects in, I'd imagine. And then, last thing to show off is these little, well, I say little, it's a wonderful transfer track, but ignore the...
No,
portal
the
loose,
star of the
that's
show
just
is
a
the
bit fun.
portal loose, clearly. Brilliant touch by Brad there. But basically,
But these are really nicely done. They
Yeah.
came out so nice.
these transfer tracks, they were surprisingly easy to just copy and paste because it's all one grey big beam. The catwalks themselves as well are like, they're custom catwalks made from toolkit pieces and hazard strips. Like, the game has like a couple of hazard strips that you can put down, and oh wow, you can actually climb up those catwalks. I didn't think you could do
Yeah, I
that.
found that out.
But the floor there is
That's the
actually,
question.
they're hazard strips and they're made of, they've got the metal effect on it and they look really good. So I thought
Yeah,
I'll
they
put some
do.
of those
you
in.
You can just about see the stripes.
Yeah, I'll put them in and then they work as catwalks as well. And
But this is just so weird. This, but that's how it is in real life.
yeah, it's such a weird, it has one of the weirdest storage areas ever. It's not even vaguely enclosed because apparently it didn't have a roof for half of its life. And apparently now
yeah,
it does.
you were having fun trying to find that out.
Yeah, so I had to look for a lot of different footage to find out that it did have a roof now. But apart from that, I think it
Yes,
turned out quite
but-
well.
Ooh, we're actually on this part now.
Now we're on the catwalk, so yes.
But you got loads of details along this as well, which is good. But yeah, that's basically what we've done so far. So I think now it's question time.
Oh, it's question time, and I... Okay, I have the questions up here. The questions being 2, but that's good. We like that. So the first one
We can
comes
always get
from
more.
Kyle P, and he asks, how much will we be building in the next episode? So, in the next episode, well, Brad, you're going to work on the area that you're looking at now on the plaza, right? You're going to start working on those buildings?
Yes, so I'm gonna do a bit of work with the service road, and then I'm probably gonna start the Shambhala entrance.
Oh, okay. I think in the next episode I'm going to do the lift hill for Shambhala now, because I've done the catwalks for the break run and the mid-course. The lift hill and the turn out the station needs catwalking and sensors and details and stuff, so I'm going to get that done.
They're just
that should take me an entire episode, because that takes a very long time to skin all the steps and stuff.
It'd be nice and detailed.
Yeah, and then when I've done that,
I'll
probably get onto the Dragon Khan. I'll start doing supports, catwalks, details, all that for that. That should be quite fun.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to get to that station once we've done a bit of terraforming, but...
Oh, yeah, the terraforming
none of us are looking forward
is
to doing
the next
that.
thing we need to do. Because we made a custom environment for this, didn't we? It's kind of more sandy and dry.
Yeah, you might have been able to tell that it's a bit more dry now.
It is, yeah, this is a tropical environment, isn't it? And we've just made it sandy floor. To try our best to replicate the Spanish floor.
You did it. You just
well,
did a custom environment.
I had to query with it to make sure I wasn't doing the wrong thing. But
maybe they're both going up the lift hill there.
Oh, that is good. When they go over each other and then you can wave to the people and wonder why you're on Dragon Khan instead of Shambhala. But that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's looking good, to be fair. And, okay, the next question is from Jordi Guterres. Sorry, I'm really bad at pronunciation. But he's asking, are we going to build part of the teacups? So you mean the China ones? Yes. We don't know about that, because...
It's been debated.
Yeah.
But I think basically what we decided on is, at the moment, our main focus is obviously this plaza that we've been doing, Shambhala and Dragon Khan, to be completed in full. Then if we do a part 2 to this, like a version 2, then I think we're going to go and do, is it Aknor?
Angor, the splash battle.
And
how
and
we're
then
gonna
we'll
do
also maybe do where the teacups are, because they're right down at that end, so to say, like where I've seen them.
I think the bit we're gonna do up to in this recreation was gonna do, as you come into the China area, there's the Great Wall that you walk around, and then there's the hill down, and there's the train tracks. I think we're gonna do up to there, and then call that quits for now.
Yeah, but if you've ever come into Shambhala from the other entrance, not where this one is, but like down there.
Yeah, back around.
We're probably gonna go down to there, and then fill it.
That path is really cool because you can go straight under the dive loop of Dragon Khan. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Got some brilliant views from there. But honestly, I'm happy with how much we've done. Cool. It's looking good, and this was the first 4 weeks of our project, and well, if you don't count the maybe few days we did on Shambhala before we actually started recording it.
Yeah, that's why Shambhala was mainly done before we did, but it's not much longer than 4 weeks, is it?
No, not really. I think we've done a lot. We've done a lot in the work.
Yeah, but who knows how long this will take, but as we said, hopefully we're going to do this about every 4 weeks or so, so hopefully you like this style of video.
Mm-hmm.
But feel free to let us know in the comments below.
Any more questions you may have would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, just feel free to comment them on any episodes, and we'll make a list, and then we'll answer the best ones in 4 episodes' time. But thank you so much, Wirral, for joining me. I really do appreciate it.
That's my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me on. I think it's been great to actually come on and talk about what we've done. Oh, beautiful synchronization there of them going down the draw. But I'm looking forward to the next one of these videos in 4 weeks to see how much we've inevitably done. And hopefully not messed up enough.
Hopefully that will be quite a bit, but make sure you stay tuned. The next episode after this will be back to the normal time lapse.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get me to commentate again. All by myself.
Can't wait. But anyway, you've been carrying the series for the first 3 episodes, so you're the professional.
Exactly.
Here.
But yeah, you've done a good job. It's nice to have you. But that is it for today's episode. So thank you so much for joining. And once again, thank you, Wirral, for joining me.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time, goodbye.